Hi there, Commanders! GuardianE here with another Goddess of Victory Nikke recruit video, and here we are on the second limited winter character for this year. We have the winter variant of Brid, Silent Track. So, we're going to start pulling for her. We do want to get at least one copy. She is limited, and she looks phenomenal. So let's get started. We don't have a lot of vouchers. Diesel did drain us, unfortunately, and not in the best way. So, could have gone better, and I'm hoping that Brid makes up for it here. Oh, starting with the purple. No one and done this time. No one and done this time. Alright. Let's see who we got in here. Nope, just Anis. Okay, it's alright. We are dipping into the gems now. Used up all of our vouchers. It hurts. It does hurt. Alright, let's do a quick draw this time. And... ha! Oh, no fake out. No fake out to be. My SSR rate has been terrible. It ended up taking... I think we went 70 pulls deep to get one SSR. There's Rappy. Yeah, to get one SSR on the Diesel banner. And we're still, like, way below average and paying that RNG tax for the winter units overall. It's not been the best. It's not been the best. Let's do another slow play. Come on. Oh god, come on, man. This is brutal. It is brutal. Hey, Rappy. The triple Rappy. The hat trick Rappy. Okay. Oh man. Alright. Well, again, New Year's is right around the corner. The holidays are right around the corner. Christmas is only a week or two away. Got New Year's around, so there's a lot of fun festivities incoming, and surely a new fun character. Oh, come on, man! Oh, okay, all right, okay, please, a Brid here would be so good. All right, so that's number 8, right? All right, so 2. Oh, come on. 3. Hey, Neon. That is our first Neon for today. 4, 5. Okay. 6. Rappy. 7. Oh, we got the counters. Could this be? And oh yes. Okay. Yes. Oh, that is fantastic. We are getting Brid Silent Track. The counters came through. The girls made the difference. They did. They brought us Brid. That is awesome. Okay. We got her right quick. That is pretty great. You know what? I am very happy with that. Yeah, new version of Brid, new version of the Train Brigade, and in general, I love her art. She looks absolutely glorious. Just gorgeous redesign, I should say. Yeah, can't wait to give her a try, take a look at her kit and everything else. But that does mean that we were able to secure the limited unit, so we can rest easy until New Year's rolls around. So that sounds pretty damn good to me. All right. So that is, wow, yeah, no, the counters in Brid coming in clutch. That is awesome. Okay, well, I am gonna count my blessings there. Be very thankful for that result, because it could have been worse, and she did. I asked her if she could be a little bit nicer than Diesel, and she delivered. So very pleased about that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at her kit. Let's check her out and everything. Very exciting new version of Brid Silent Track. She is going to be a shotgun supporter burst 2 fire element, a Brid engineer of the AZX who takes pride in her flawless operation. Finally has a moment to relax with a cup of coffee. So enjoying a little festive cup of joe there. We can see, very nice. Let's take a look at her pose here, and her new art looks absolutely amazing. The glow up is quite real, and she has this just glamorous element to her with the glossy hair, the expression, the kind of kittenish side eye that she's giving us with those icy eyes. The buttons of the top strained against that magnificent, spectacular bust, ample, overflowing, just exploding out the sides. Really fetching buckle and harness situation here that connects down into what is sort of this, sort of a corset almost. It hugs tight against her trim, narrow waist. That exceptional hourglass figure with the hips. The pants are taut and tight around her curves and legs. You can see the crinkles in the fabric as it clings to her tightly, and it is so tight that you can actually see the color of her skin through the whiteness of the fabric. It's just, she fills that out incredibly well. She's wearing the jacket off the shoulders for a very cool and composed look, and she looks like she's leaning up against the dials and the controls for the train. There are some markings, some warnings on the side, and please adopt this animal with a little plush down here is super, super cute. She is, again, enjoying that coffee. Let's take a look at her shooting pose here. So she is a shotgun user. She has the ammo box with the plush next to her, which is very, very cute. And then here she is. Oh my god. Good lord. Firing those shots. And you do get a nice little side angle of the top here as she's nearly spilling out. And again, those pants are gripping at the seams with every quaking shot of the gun here. A nice little reload animation, some pump action, quite nice. And then, yeah. Oh, and then the little, the plush also with recoils with every shot. And then with the reload animation, has a cute little animation there. That's very, very cute. Okay, let's take a look at the chibi here. Aw, very nice. I think it really captures those sapphire blue eyes, firing off those shots. The reload, a little dizzy. Someday the trains will be able to run freely on the surface too. I believe that. I do believe that. I wonder what the coffee at the Outpost Cafe tastes like. Ah. Well, there she is, our new version of Brid, and let's take her for a spin and check out her kit, see what she's got under the hood here. Alright, so we are going to be taking her for a spin in the shooting gallery and checking her out, all of the gameplay and her kit. So we are, of course, against a Fire Weak boss, and she is the fire element, and it does play well with her kit, and again, it's going to be against a boss challenge. Here, ooh, little zoom in, that smile, and offering us a sip of the coffee, and Diesel. Well, I still laugh when when it goes haywire and erratic like that. But yeah, so I like the burst animation quite a bit. You get just a nice glimpse of her just soft, gentle smile. And a little blink and zoom in on the thighs as well is certainly enjoyable. Just feels cozy, the warm sunlight coming in, the glint of the earring. Very, very nice. So, yeah. She is, of course, a burst too. I like the train effect too. Train inbound, stand back. So yeah, oh my god, that zoom in and that smile. Oh, my heart. So yeah, and Rappy, of course. Brid Silent Track, the winter variant of Brid. Her kit, surprisingly simple, straight and to the point. Pretty no nonsense, no muss, no fuss. Very much like Brid herself. You know, she's all business. And if you take and break down her kit, there's not a lot of elements to it. It's pretty straightforward, but pretty effective all the same. In a nutshell, Brid's kit kind of boils down to 3 separate elements. She increases the damage taken, provides that debuff on wind-coated enemies. She deals a percentage of final attack as damage to enemies, and she increases and boosts and buffs her allies' attack by her caster's attack for 10 seconds by a certain percentage as well. So she provides an attack buff to her allies, she deploys a damage taken debuff to the enemy, and she also just does a brunt of damage as well, all kind of put together into one very simplified kit. And effectively, the increased damage taken really only affects wind-coated enemies. So what that means is that she is specialized in the sense that she is meant to be deployed against fire-weak bosses and fire-weak challenges. That is where she is going to excel. Otherwise, there's really no other condition. She can be slapped into pretty much any team, and as a support burst 2 is fairly versatile in that respect. But she is going to excel in bossing specifically. She is going to be excelling against wind-coated enemies. There is kind of an additional nuance to her kit, so she does get the damage taken debuff on all wind-coated enemies on the battlefield when entering full burst from her skill 1. She also deals over 600% of final attack as damage to all enemies when entering full burst as part of her skill 1. But then as part of her skill 2, this is based off of the number of attacks that she fires. So after 5 normal attacks, she affects one enemy unit with the lowest remaining HP. They get hit with yet another over 600% of final attack as damage. After 10 normal attacks, what activates is one wind-coated enemy with the lowest remaining HP will have another increased damage taken effect on them for 10 seconds. So you can see that these elements kind of stack together. It's interesting that she's targeting enemies with the lowest HP. That does seek to sort of finish off enemies. However, what that means is when there is a boss with multiple minions, they're obviously going to have less HP than the boss itself, so that effect may end up getting misdirected at some of the lower level raptors rather than the boss itself, which is kind of interesting. So she might actually prefer to be against bosses where there aren't minions and there's not the chance for that redirection and misfiring. Now, her burst skill, very short and sweet, once again affects all allies except self. Attack up by over 60% of caster's attack for 10 seconds. So again, very straight and to the point. She provides a straight up attack buff to all of her allies. She increases the damage taken of wind-coated enemies on the battlefield, and then every number of shots fired and every time she enters full burst, there's an increased damage effect that happens as well. And it is nice to see the increased damage taken in addition to the attack damage buff, because you want to stack as many different ways of increasing your damage as possible, because those do synergize together, you do get sort of diminishing returns, so it's good to just kind of have as many different sources of increased damage, and Brid provides 2 herself, which is pretty great for a support burst 2 that's going to be activating every single time you full burst. It's kind of refreshing to have a burst 2, again, not requiring a pairing, you know, being very straightforward in her kit and everything in the support that she provides. You know, one gap in her kit is that she doesn't provide any defensive buffs, so she doesn't provide shields, she doesn't provide healing, she doesn't provide HP boosts, anything like that. So you are going to have to find that elsewhere if you do put her into your team and you need that in order to take on a boss. But that being said, the fact that she has a standalone burst 2 does open up a potential slot for that intended purpose. So that works pretty well too. Overall, I like her kit, and frankly, she's performing considerably well considering the modest investment that I put into her for the purposes of the demonstration. Just 7s across the board in the skill department, no level ups on the equipment, no doll, just a standard cube on her, so yeah. She's doing well. Looks excellent on the battlefield, can't complain about that view whatsoever, and definitely worth having. Alright, so, what a meaningful day. The AZX will finally be able to take passengers to the surface. Aww. A dream realized. The safety of our passengers is my top priority. What a meaningful day. The safety of our passengers. I'm surprised. This outfit is really comfortable. It looks really soft to the touch. So yeah, that is it. That is going to be it for our pulls for Brid, Winter Brid, Silent Track. Let me know down below how your pulls went. If you did pull for Brid, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you got her super, super quick in your first 10 pull. Good luck to all of you out there. Let me know down below how your pulls went. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel for more Goddess of Victory Nikke content. We thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, let's keep taking back that surface.